Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, March the 5th, and we've got two big weather stories to talk about. We have a growing severe weather threat over the Great Plains and a wintry mess over the Northeast. Now, the main reason we'll be experiencing severe weather on Friday, we have a trough moving from west to east across the Rockies into the Great Plains as we get into Friday morning, and with it, the development of a low pressure system over the state of Colorado. On the backside of this trough, we'll have a jet streak diving out of Canada, and this will actually create energy downstream over the Great Plains. Winds in the upper troposphere over the Great Plains will be over 120 miles per hour, adding to the instability over this region. Also, the convective available potential energy, or CAPE, will range from 2 to 3,000 joules per kilogram as we get into Friday afternoon. And just for context, moderate levels of CAPE are anywhere between about 1,500 and 2,500 joules per kilogram. We could be approaching 2,500 to 3,000 joules per kilogram, which takes us into a high instability scenario in some locations across the southern plains. Temperatures across the Great Plains on Friday will range from below freezing in the upper 20s, transitioning into the 60s and 70s as you get into the central Great Plains, especially over the state of Nebraska and also over the state of Kansas. The warmer temperatures over the southern plains is indicative of the moisture moving up from the Gulf of Mexico, from Texas into Oklahoma, and also Kansas, in time for the development of these storms as we get into Friday afternoon. Looking at the radar Friday afternoon over the Great Plains, we can see where the showers and thunderstorms really begin to fire up by 4 p.m. Central, and this will continue into Friday evening. We can see those supercells beginning to form over the state of Kansas and Oklahoma. Again, this is just the potential radar for that time period according to the HRR model. And for all the reasons that were previously mentioned, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk of severe weather from Waco, Texas, northward into Madison, Wisconsin, and also an enhanced region from Oklahoma City into Wichita, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, into Kansas City, Missouri. Again, this is for Friday afternoon into Friday evening, where these areas in particular could receive strong winds, large hail, and even tornadoes. Our other big story, of course, is over the Northeast, where we have a winter storm developing Friday morning. Freezing rain and sleet will be possible from Albany, New York, eastward towards Boston, Massachusetts. Again, we're talking about lighter amounts of frozen precipitation this time around, but we could see over 6 inches of snowfall in the Adirondacks into the Green Mountains of Vermont, eastward into southern portions of Maine. Now, whether we're talking about the severe weather over the Great Plains or the wintry weather to the east, what's going to be impacting all of us is the heavy amounts of precipitation we'll be experiencing this week. Now, in total, we're looking at a large area here of an inch and a half or greater. In fact, where you see the light pinks on the map here, this is where we're seeing at least an inch and a half of rain. And this increases to as much as 2 inches of rain, where you see the deeper purples. And even as we get towards Oklahoma back into Texas, we're seeing some red areas on the map, and that's indicative of 4 inches or greater of rainfall. And these are the totals from Wednesday afternoon into Sunday night. So, what about next week? Looks like we're going to have more showers and thunderstorms on the way, especially early next week. And the warm weather will likely continue east of the Rockies. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like or subscribe, it really helps the channel. And I'll see you guys Monday.